Hi, I'm doing day 200 in my Journey to Life blog series, and this blog is about going back to the basics of process of what I'm walking here and of what essentially I'm doing within these blogs and vlogs that I'm doing every day. This blog was specific within the point of giving what I receive as a basic principle to live within myself and my world, and to always consider within the way I'm living towards others, towards nature, towards animals, towards everything really that I'm doing. And the essential principle within this give what you would like to receive is the basic principle of balance and equality. To create balance within any form or system, there has to be equality, like in water. The balance of the boat, the weight of the boat has to be equal to the buoyancy of the water. And so within that equality, the boat floats. Same with planes. The plane in the air, the weight of the plane has to be equal to the force, centrifugal force that is pushing the plane up to fly. To be balanced, it has to have an equal value within the forces that are acting within it. And I suggest to read, I'll put the link on here, recommended blog, the Physics Journey to Life blog. It's really, really cool because it goes into points of the physical, natural world that we live in every day, and the different formulas and different scientific, natural, physical laws that are governing us every day that we don't ever even consider, really. These are happening every day, and we never really look at it. Only in school, maybe a little bit, for a little time, if you don't go into the study of it completely. So these blogs are really educational and helpful to understand the physical laws that govern our world, and how equality and the Desteni message essentially coincides and correlates to the physics of nature, the physical laws of nature. So one of the basic principles is equality and balance. And when you have these points within life, within your life, working and cooperating, then you have a sense of calmness and peacefulness, and when you honor these principles, you are rewarded with a peaceful existence, a peaceful living, a peaceful way of life. And so I, within myself, within this blog, is looking at the point of, do I give what I am receiving in my life? And within many areas, I can say no, I'm not giving what I've been receiving. My interest in studying is sustainability, and so there's many different ways and means that we can use to create a sustainable environment, sustainable living world, really, and create that balance within everything that we do. This balance has to be honored and created within all systems that we do, within everything that is everything that's here, really. The people, we need a balance within the goods that are given. Each being has to have a balanced amount to be able to live off of, and within the resource that we have, a wholeness, we can divide it into the exact slices that are necessary to give each being a sustainable amount. And from this point of balance, from this point of equality, is our solution, is what we've been talking about within the Desteni message. And the process that we're walking through these blogs is creating ourselves balanced within our living, within our minds, how we govern ourselves, how we function in our world, how we treat other people. And it's realizing this point that the mind is something that isn't balanced. It is actually a point of, it only takes. It doesn't benefit us. It doesn't give back to us in the sense that its actual functioning and how it produces itself is through the human physical body, through the physical flesh. And when we think, our physical flesh is actually being taken away, being used by the mind through the energy, through the systems that are in our bodies, and that has been created through consciousness, through programs and systems and different interdimensional creations, really. This has been created long before we've ever existed, and it's been evolving and upgrading itself. And just like a product, like the car, it evolves as it becomes, as it's being used. People see more efficient ways to use the car, and so it upgrades itself, it evolves itself, and becomes more efficient, more, better, pretty much, a better version of itself. And what needs to be understood is that the mind is not something that benefits life. It is a parasitic point of life. So it's what the process we're walking is, a journey back to life, back to reality, back to the physical, to create that physical balance, that physical quality that is here within our living, through being physical, not being in our minds thinking, but being like present here and directing ourselves within absolute stability of a principle of what is best for all, and this principle of equality, of give what you'd like to receive, create the balance, create equality within our living. And I mean, it's a lot of understanding, and it's a lot of self-education that needs to happen within yourself. I mean, you need to have the will to push yourself to understand what the mind really is, because it's not really ever, no one's ever really understood, how do we create thoughts? Where do thoughts come from? No one knows. What is the mind actually, how does it actually function? What's the purpose of the brain? Yes, we know from a standpoint of cutting the brain open and seeing, the electrodes, when you put it on, the arm goes up or something. But, going into the brain and being one and equal with the brain and realizing the function of the brain has not been understood completely. And so, I mean, there's resources out there such as the Desteni Material that it explains these things: what a thought is, what the mind is, where the mind is, how the mind functions, who we are in relation to the mind, what does the brain do, what's the purpose of the brain. It's said that we only use 10% of our brain. Why is that? Why do we only use 10%? So it's really interesting stuff, and this is kind of the evolution of humanity, really. We need to become more like new beings, new human beings here, re-educating ourselves, directing ourselves, becoming present here in breath, and focusing on what's real, the balance of life, honoring life as equals. Everything in life is equal. Everything here is life. Everything that is physical is life. It has an awareness. It has experiences. It has a journey that in itself it's walked. Even this mouse, this mouse was in a factory. It was created. People touched it. People put it together. Maybe it fell. And all of that is in this mouse's understanding of itself. So really, it's, there's much more to life than we ever would dream possible. So if you're interested in knowing more about life, I definitely suggest checking out Desteni and walking the process that's being walked within these Journey to Life blogs, and essentially respecting the principles and laws of the physical, equality, balance. Give what you would like to receive, and honor everyone as equals. Alright, so that's it for now. Thanks for listening.